So in my day-to-day life, I'm very fortunate to be able to be kind to random people on the street, and I get a lot of satisfaction from it. And it's not something I would normally talk about or tell people, because I think if you tell people, it's kind of signaling the real act in helping others is doing it, not telling people about it. But I wanted to tell you about this little encounter I just had, just so that if you have the same encounter, it will make you feel pretty fucking good. So I was just sitting in this restaurant on a beach in Mexico. It's a beautiful beach. It's a fairly kind of, it's not like a wealthy resort. It's, you know, not a poor resort, but it's like, let's just say most people say there's not a lot of money here. But this kid came walking up, and, you know, my natural reaction, you know, it had all the flashing lights, these like model aeroplanes, and these flashing lights and spinning things, and my natural reaction was just to, like, sort of, you know, first instinct was like put my head down. I'm drinking, I'm eating on my own, I just don't want to, you know, be bothered. And as he came over, he had a limp. His right foot was like bent in, and I said, I'm sorry mate, I don't want anything. And he asked the other table, they obviously said no, they don't want anything. And then he sort of walked off, and he went out, and he made a noise to say that, like, he was, you know, he couldn't speak, whatever you call that, deaf, mute. He couldn't speak. And as he walked off, he limped. And I just thought, fuck man, this poor kid is walking around this beach all night long, probably selling fuck all. So I shouldn't swear, because I wanted to, you know, other people to watch this. But he's this little kid is walking around. He's probably like, I don't know, 14, and he's, you know, not selling anything. And as he walked off and he limped, I just put my hands in my face, and I just felt like, you know, when something hits you. Now, there's two options at this point, right? You can put your hands in your head, you can forget about it, make yourself feel better about feeling some other feeling, or you can allow that feeling to enter your body and say, yeah, I feel terrible for this poor kid, I should do something about it. So I got up, I walked over to him, and I'd like 50 pesos, right? So it's not a lot. 50 Mexican pesos, 1,000 Mexican pesos, 40 quid. So 100's 4 quid. So it's like 2 quid, right? And I gave him another 2 quid. And I saw the look in his face. He went, thank you, thank you. I was like, and as I was doing that, I was like opening 500 pesos, which is like, 20 pounds, right? So I just gave him one of them. Now I know most people won't want to give a £20 tip away, right? But I just gave him like one of them out of the 3 or 4, and his whole look just dropped, and I just went like this, and he went like this, and his eyes dropped, man. Honestly, like there was a second, you know, where like you feel that on the back of your head, like, you know, if I was a super emotional person, I would have just cried. That's what it felt like was coming, but I got too much stuff in front. But that's how it felt for that second with him, and that is the highlight of my day. And made that kid feel good. Didn't cost anything. Didn't cost me a lot. And I don't know why I'm making this video, but I'm just thinking, if you have the similar situation. I did have this one time, I gave a girl like £5. I hate seeing homeless women. And in London, I gave like a £5, and then I turned back and gave her not a lot. And I remember she cried, and I remember thinking in that moment, maybe in another life, we might have met in a bar and we could have dated or something. And I'll never forget that connection. I looked through the car's windscreen. I was in a nice car at the time. I looked through, and she sort of connected and started crying, because it meant a lot to her, right, to get dinner or whatever. But my point, it wasn't even a point, is just like this kid, man, in Mexico. I don't know if he's around, but like that look he gave me, just to say, fuck, thank you so much. But it wasn't even, it was just the connection in that moment. So I guess my message, not that I can't give messages to anyone, but my message is, if you see someone that looks like they need it, then it's better in their hands than yours. That's what I want to say. It's better in their hands than in yours. You don't need 20 quid. Just give it to them, help them. Yeah.